Welcome to Thelia, Flame Oracle. Welcome in, fire signs, the bold, the burning, the ones who love like a match and leave like a flame. This will be your 4-card spread reading. The first card we will be looking at is the primary spark spread. This energy will indicate what is lighting up for you or burning out in your life. It reveals where your energy is being called, tested, or stirred. You may find this in your physical environment as tension you could be carrying in the body. There could be a situation around you, be that you are the cause of it or not, that is quite intense and heating up. This could also be the thing that you think about, first thing as you exit sleep cycles, even meditation, or an activity that you found yourself lost in. The second card is the fuel or friction. This shows what is feeding or draining your fire. And it gives definition to the people, thoughts, or situations that are adding heat or creating resistance. This will help you to know if your flame is being supported or suffocated. Relatable translations for this: where you're leaking energy, who's keeping you lit, who's burning you out, what still excites you, what's starting to smolder. Third card is the burning spread. Where do you always get scorched? This spread reveals your recurring fire sign trap, be it pride, overreaction, avoidance, ghosting, or burning bridges before they become too real. These relatable translations in your life can look like the part of the cycle you always regret, why you blow up, then withdraw, how you repeat the same pattern when emotions get too close. The fourth and last card, which is the Crown Flame Divine Message. This card speaks to your higher self, your ancestors, and guidance, messages, nudges that are swirling around you day to day. This will be the quiet wisdom beneath the firestorm. It offers clarity, peace, and sacred direction. Relatable translations of this: what your spirit wants you to know, a softer flame that can carry you forward, the deeper purpose behind what is unfolding. The cards have been shuffled, space cleansed. Let us get into your reading for our beautiful fire signs. Spirit, what is the first message that you have for the primary spark that's in the energies of fire signs at this moment? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The primary spark for you right now is an energy of betrayal, deceit, or backstabbing. You are in a place of mulling over the circumstances under which you allowed someone to come into your inner circle or sanctum. This could also involve accounting, paperwork, filing paperwork as well. You could have noticed something when you decided to balance out your figures, or you could have noticed items in your home or business were missing. This could also be gossiping, or someone telling even a white lie or withholding information. For some of you, it is possible that this deceit has caused what you may feel is irreparable damage, so maybe huge financial losses that you're having to recoup. This could also be a teenage child taking the vehicle without permission. Let's see. Show us, Spirit, this betrayal for fire signs. peace. Betrayal, peace. You must choose one. You must choose one. You feel a tug of war between what was done, what already is, and where you were before that time. Spirit is calling you back to seeing things with a clear perspective, the lens of your physical and spiritual eyes washed clean. Why is this peace card here? So you are being tested in your ability to accept, to even also accept that a resolution may be no resolution. Why are fire signs, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, being tested in their ability to balance out peace versus a history of betrayal and backstabbing? We have soulmate everlasting in the reverse. So a relationship could have careened off the cliff of existence. Page of Swords in the upright. Someone is saying something here. There is a conversation or message being sent, or even attempts at writing messages to communicate regret. So this could be the other party. This Page of Swords, regrets, mistake. These two cards could be, and are feeling very much so to be, the energies of the blundering party. They are regretful, acknowledging of the mistake, maybe not necessarily wanting to own up to things. They are definitely experiencing their own blockages when it comes to speaking to what was done, with the fears and afraid card in the upright. You're still in your heads about this. This could also be you being the deceiver. You could have found yourself in a pickle where you had a good thing and you just drove the car over the cliff, and now you are left with regret, hoping to find the right words to say sorry. We have gift in reverse. No more giving, receiving, no more sudden windfall. And in the context of a relationship, a windfall could just be you opening the door and seeing your partner's face light up. Not everyone gets to walk into a home where the person that they are living with care that they made it home. This person lost all of that. Give us a few cards. Seven of Cups. In the challenge, because of illusions, lack of clarity in the relationship, straddling the fence too much. King of Swords in the reverse, lying, possibly manipulating another's emotions here. Seven of Cups in the challenge, King of Swords in the reverse. There could have been also lies here when it came to the nature of a relationship that you were in, fire signs. Either you or the other party, when asked or given the opportunity to make claim to the relationship, they created more obscurity than anything. I'm seeing obscurity and lies. So they would downplay the emotionality of the relationship, whether or not they felt close to you, or they thought you were important or nurturing or having healthy emotional qualities. What is the King of Swords in the reverse, Spirit? They could have also lied and said that you were just friends. Or this could have been a lie that you told. Final cards for fire signs. When we begin to identify the fuel or friction card. So there is an interest in the giving, receiving. There could have been work here. Projects that you were working on together. Two of Swords. Mm-hmm. There could have been a situation where you or your partner, while in the company of another individual, was asked. Maybe they were hitting on each other, but definitely familiar communication. And they decided to turn a blind eye knowing. So they could have been flirting and the person said to them, I thought you were with Daniel. No, Daniel, girl, you know Daniel and I are just friends, or whatever the case is. Seven of Wands, and it flipped. So you defended, but not really. You kind of made the relationship seem a little bit like it wasn't anything, and so you were in the open. Seven of Wands in the reverse. Seven of Cups in the challenge. You made it seem as though the bridge that you had with this person, the connection, it wasn't anything like that. And this is why when you are in a relationship and you start to feel yourself and smell yourself and you are out there like you don't have no responsibility, showing people that you have kinks in your relationship. Now when the devil steps through and the fire be burning your ass, you're hollering, God save me, God save me. No. You are deceptive about it. If you're not happy, leave. If you're not happy, leave. Now we're surrounded with a lot of fear and loss. This is so stupid too. Someone here could be feeling the need to pinch their noses as well. There could be a lot of eye tension, possibly eye strain or headaches. There may be a need for more body movement, softer lighting. And knowing when to keep a balanced schedule and shutting things down when you should. All right, now dipping back into and moving out of this second energy. Where are you leaking energy here? You don't seem to have much of a problem leaking energy at the moment because you stopped giving to this situation, which is a good call. And I'm going to leave this as it is. Very clean, clear energy. For the third card, we are looking at the burn pattern spread. Where do you always get scorched? What's your blind spot, pretty much? Let's look at your blind spot. 1444 on the timer as I looked up. You could be seeing 144. We have outdated, expired, disused, old news, discarded information. You are aware of your own traps, and you could have been consciously pursuing making you a better person, even how you interact with you. You could have been more in a hermit energy, trying to suss out a deeper light within you. You realized that you were functioning from a place where you were doing things the same way, expecting different results, and you have successfully managed to address this matter. So, this is you owning who you've been, who you are in this moment, balancing out those energies, and bringing closure to your own cycle. Wow. Sagittarius, Leo, Aries, good job. You could have also been looking at reasons why you reason or interactions, ways that you had about you that would encourage explosive leaning situations in your relationship and how you repeated them. Let's get a few cards. As you grow in this space, someone may be trying to bring you a situation, a storm. You could also be actually storming near you where you live. Let's get 2 cards. I think that's fair. 2 cards for this change that you are actively pursuing when it comes to clearing out old patterns around repeating negative cycles, relationship dynamics, and experiences. We have the 3 of Cups. You have found yourself some new friends. You have reassessed what partnership looks like for you. We have the 6 of Wands in the reverse and single parent responsibilities in the upright. Wow. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, someone here could have recently, either by way of proxy, so informal voting or decision making between you and a partner, someone could have tried to usurp your ability to parent your children or to have shared custody. And you will be sharing in a celebration here. And this is actually because someone else lost. There could be also paternity news of an individual not being a parent. Do we want to get into the weeds of this? The Temperance in the reverse. In negotiating this betrayal that occurred, things could have been really choppy when you were ironing out what the family would look like, who would have the kids when, or whether or not a party here would participate. Okay, let's move to closing up. Okay. You want a little bit more, all right, at 19 minutes. We'll try not to go over 25. This is also a part of what you always end up regretting. So a part of your outdated, a part of your outdated thinking would have you in situations where you welcome people around you that you thought were either decent partners or good friends, but these energies would always play out to the tune that you never had victory. And in this dynamic, you could have found yourself being a parent left with single parent responsibilities because you weren't temperate. You could also have been this very strong Sagittarius energy here. You or a partner could have been. So this is a part of the pattern that you are looking at. You could also have been aware of, for some, there is a group here that is celebrating the fact that another individual here is having to take on responsibilities on their own. And for others, you literally missed by the skin of your teeth a plot here or a play that someone had to pin a child's responsibility on you. For the crown flame divine message from your higher self and your ancestors, we have the Tower in the reverse. The Tower in the reverse. What card was it that wanted to come out? There's a card here that wanted to make itself known. The guidance here and what your ancestors want you to know, Leo, Aries, Sag, is that for some of you, you escaped major financial losses. You did. And this may be a part of the reason why we have the Three of Cups, Six of Wands in the reverse. There could definitely have been an energy here who wanted to make a move for your finances and money here. Tell us about the Tower. This message from Spirit. The deeper purpose behind what is unfolding. Can we have some clarifiers, please? We have the Magician. This is also acknowledgement of your ability as a fire sign to generate ideas and to use the elements to your advantage. Look at this. Come on. Come on, baby. The Magician and the Ten of Pentacles. Say no more. Say no more. Whomever this is, someone here knows about you and your abilities and what you can do. And they wanted to make a move for the bank. And this is why we have this betrayal here. And you see the rat. So you realize that you had a rat in your energy. The deeper purpose that Spirit wants you to know is that even with these regretful deceptive energies around you, that no matter how people try to attack you, your ability to maintain your soul core energy is intact. You are the magician. Final card, Spirit. We have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. You listened. You listened. And this is why we have Gift in the reverse. You listened. You are so tapped in. You know when people energetically are coming into your energy to siphon from you, and you put a stop to it. Page of Wands in the reverse. You cannot go forward. You are the Magician, Ten of Pentacles. Your foundation, your power is stable. This unstable position that they wanted for you never happened. Amazing read. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, I hope you found some wisdom and confirmation in these messages, especially when it comes to the decisions that you are making. And those moments when you have to walk away from things that you had a lot of hope in and that you thought would have gone the other way. Thank you. Until next read. Bye for now. If you felt the flame, it wasn't just a message, it was memory. This is Thelia, Dragon Seer, Phoenix born, voice and stolen, truth untamed. Leave only if your soul has had enough. But if you're still burning, come back. And remember, the dragons, they're always watching.